Oh, resisted. Okay, get them again. Alright. So we rolled that guy. I'm spinning. Some weird window change thing. I'm gonna set up my guys. processing or something. I think you can turn it off actually, but I haven't tried it. Yeah, 5 seconds isn't bad, and it's good. So that's good. This guy still rolling somewhere. That's what you get. Flag a server. So is that just that your phone is quiet, or what? Ooh, we got 2 of these guys. Really need to get a ranged attack for this dwarf. Move the mic a little bit. I could probably turn the gain up a lot. Let me try and turn up the mic. Turn it up to 140. Change the mic. Trying to talk. These 2 guys at the same time. Well, so I just turned up everything. I'm looking at it. The gauge. And it looks like it's only reaching like half of the gauge, so maybe it's just out completely. Turn it up a little more. I don't know if I want to turn it up any more than that, in case it actually is good. Let me see if I can change the delay somewhere. Stream options. There's no added delay. And it's optimized for interaction, so I think that's just how it's gonna be. Oh yeah, 5 megabits. I'm using about, well, I mean, it jumps from like, yeah, like 1.45, I guess when I'm not moving, to 6 when I can. Oh! text size, so I don't know if it comes across clear enough to actually see that. When I checked on my phone earlier, the text was like, you can make it out, but it's really hard to read. You get like a flurry of skill ups like right when you level, but then it stops. Even when you have like a bunch of skills that are lower than the max level, because it makes sense that you get a bunch of skill ups when the max level of the skill has increased. Turn it up. Okay, I've just maxed out the output end of the microphone, so maybe that'll help. More than a distance thing? Maybe like a distance thing. I'm gonna open it up on my phone. Let's see. I just got a Snapchat from you. Hey, we got 3 people watching. Alright. I think I'm gonna try and find the link in Facebook chat. The snap isn't about the stream, is it? Okay. it on my phone. Yeah, I can only hear it when it's on like max volume. I wonder if it gets worse as the stream goes on. Maybe my computer volume's down or something? No? I'm gonna look up volume control. Okay, so the volume on the game is really far down, but I don't know if that's gonna help with the microphone. It might just be the microphone's not great. I think I've had trouble with that in the past. Oh, what the heck? So, there's like... Try what? Okay, so I've turned the system audio for the game way up. Because that changed the like background howling and critters. There's like a volume thing for, so I'm using FF split, which I think is like an open source XSplit. Oh crap, we got to work. And now I think the comment is going to be way too loud. Oh snap, nice. There's a separate thing in the options somewhere. Encoder. Okay, so there's a mic boost. I'm gonna turn up to 200. Let's see. Does that sound any better? I think it's better. It might be picking up some of the background sounds again. It's not better. That's weird. Alright, we're gonna go. Just kidding. I'm gonna turn up to 500. Is this better? It's jumping up more on the little scale now more. Redundancy. A lot better. Is it good now? Whoa. Okay. It's kind of crazy that it needs to be that high. But I can go to 1500, but I'll try 1000. Is it better now? The mic's jumping up like okay. It's jumping up like way above the output now. All right. I'm just gonna check on my phone, see how it sounds there. Don't believe the output. So, when I'm listening to it on the phone, it sounds like the background noise is like super obnoxious. Like all the animal sounds and stuff. Oh, and on my phone, the delay is like 20 seconds. It's crazy. Yeah. Comments bothering me for pets. Need some pettings. Yeah, it seems like it's like 10 seconds for you, but it's way worse for yeah. Count needs the pettings, or else she gets restless. Yeah, it's still 10 seconds. I think that's just the processing time that YouTube needs. I wonder if Twitch would be any better, and I'm just kind of generally wondering what would be better. Like I feel like Twitch is too like compartmentalized, like clicking on like specific games and stuff to find it, that you might not be able to find the stream. I actually tried Twitch like when it first came out, like I don't know, it must have been like 5 years ago or something. Only watch stuff on YouTube of Twitch that was recorded. And I figure that YouTube automatically uploads all the streams to itself. So, oh, this guy's got a claw. Wolverine. So I don't think this is intentional, but sometimes the orcs get like a really funny running. Yeah, right there, the running animation, where like their shoulders go like 2 feet up and down each step they take. There used to be a couple people I followed on Twitch. A lot of it was World of Warcraft. Because, like, I never had enough time to get to, like, the top tiers of the game. So, I would just watch the people on YouTube. Or on Twitch. Two of these guys got weapons. They're gonna beat me with sticks. Sweet. So there's also a live chat thing on the stream. Does that show up for you? Oh, you don't want to sign in? Okay, Chris is chatting on the thing. Do you still want to know what the game is, or have you figured it out? Yeah, why were you signed out? It's just your Google account that's connected to everything. Alright, I'm gonna loot with one of these other guys. These guys are running out of space too. Oh, you and your Firefox. Hey, I can see you in your like high school picture or whatever. This guy. So, it's easier for me if you chat in one place. Otherwise, I gotta like shuffle a bunch of windows around. All right. That's why they didn't hire you. It's because you had some scrubby picture on there. Gotta loot these guys. Oh, come on. This gnome is too short to select stuff. No, the other one. The other one. I had him. Yeah. I guess I'm looting both of them. Maybe. And he's out of buffs. It's it's funny because I said the joke like 10-15 seconds ago, and you guys just reacted to it. Oh yeah, and that burn's gonna be on YouTube forever. Kill these little dudes. The green around the base means you don't get experience from Yeah, this is the next gen graphics engine for World of Warcraft. They reduced the polygon count to get more frames per second. I think the delay just gets worse as you stream. Maybe for each percent joins, it adds like 10 seconds. Because there's 3 people watching now. So the actual game is like an old version of Everquest, which amazingly is still running, and people are still paying for it. I mean, it's free to play, but nobody that seriously plays it does the free version. And it should be in the description, but I don't know. I just healed an orc. Should be in the description, but the game server is Project 2002, which is I'm gonna taunt that guy. Ah, taunt works. That's awesome. Ecthelius and Megatron Prime are my other characters. Because I'm 3-boxing. Oh man, that I think I don't know. I thought the gnome killed him. So anyway, the server is Project 2002, which is the state of EverQuest when it was in 2002, which is like 2 years after I started playing. So it has 5 expansions, I think. Chris is inside the computer. Okay, one of you left. I think it was Chris. That's why I suspect. Or maybe there was an actual third person in here. So I noticed that the guys the guys that are spawning are at higher level now, and I'm wondering if the game has some like fancy thing in it that scales it depending on like what level the characters that killed the previous one were. That'd be kind of advanced, I think, for this. Oh snap! There's real people in here. There goes some lizard people. Yeah, I think there was. So now there's 3 people watching. And I think so. There's like an they just went away. Why does Travis need to be coding? Is it like all extra credit at this point? Or extracurricular? Travis, I think you're doing some bad multitasking right now. It's not very lean. Man, I'm getting so many weapons from these guys. I'm gonna try and do blacksmithing on this character, which is like super rudimentary trade skills. And so like sharpening weapons is the first blacksmithing thing you can do. So I'm saving all the weapons, but they weigh a lot, and my characters are terribly geared right now because it's the first time I played on the server. And in this game, the over-encumbrance is a thing. Things have weight to them. Like the sword weighs 7.5 units. And if you carry too much stuff, it slows you down. It's not really like noticeable until you're carrying like 100 extra pounds. Then it's like you're walking. Is my voice soothing? Because like I listened to myself earlier and it was bad. I think it's a little whiny. I'm trying to talk like louder, but not shout. So I don't know if you're still in here, but do you just play League, or you play like Dota and the other one? I don't know, there's like 10 of those types of games now. I think it's, I heard something like because of the way your brain, your body is, when you're talking, like League is the only MOBA. Okay. I don't think I ever played League, but I played like the original Dota on like the Warcraft 3 and stuff, and I was the worst player ever. Like, and it wasn't fun because my teammates would get mad at me. So I stopped playing that. But then when Dota 2 came out, I played it for like, well, actually it was like a year after it came out. I played it for about a month, like enough to figure out like how to play it, and it was actually having fun. And then grad school started again. So that was like last August. Wait, no, it was like 2 years ago in August. I think I'm gonna have to run to the, yeah. Trade this guy, run to the, where did that go? Oh, jeez. Run to the bank or whatever soon, because I've run out of space. So I've got some short macros. Like the macros in this game are super basic. Like there's only like 10 commands that are worthwhile, and you can only use 5 of them in a macro, so it really limits what you can automate. Oh yeah, so you can see the gnome is having some trouble keeping up, even though they've all got a ton of crap. See, like, the gnome has twice as much, is carrying twice her body weight, basically. So, she's going a little slow. And the dwarf is a friggin' tank. Actually, I'm gonna cast a strength buff on all of us to speed us up. Megatron Megatron kind of, yeah, it's, wow, I just ran in a complete circle. I have no idea where I'm going. Alright. This way. This is the way I want to go. She's not a Groot. Although she is pretty little, so she's like a baby Groot. So, Megatron, well, I got a close-up of her on the dwarf screen, is a gnome, but like, is very German. Like, it's got like the socks and sandals look with like the lederhosen, and that what appears to be a fanny pack, and little side packs right there. And I talked a lot about this stuff to myself in the last screen. in the last stream, but like, if you look at the dwarf, look at his feet. Like, there's a square on the bottom of his feet, and I think to like save textures or something. If you look on the druid's screen right now, it's the same pattern on the top of the boots as the bottom. And like, it was they used these models for like 4 years, and so over 4 years they never fixed it. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get all on the elevator. And the like really basic armor doesn't actually show up in your character. He's got a really awesome helmet right now, but the helmet is a quest item, and it's a scarab helm, and this like dirty old dwarf makes them in the dwarf city, and apparently they still smell like scarabs. He's not great at hygiene. So it gives you -1 to charisma, but for armor point things. So I'm gonna sell all the. Yeah, this is the wood elf city. So you got a wood elf merchant here. It's the home of the druid guy, Ecthelius. This is his house. Very much Lord of the Rings inspired. Okay, I got 14 of these scalps. And a ton of orc heads. I'm gonna sell the buckler, the little shield that I had. Alright, I'm gonna sell all the stuff on all the characters. Ooh, I don't have a belt yet on this character, so I'm gonna It's a little cloth cord. One extra armor point from that. I got gloves in the shell. Wow, the gnome had 2 belts, but was not wearing either one of them. Oh wait, that was the wood elf. Never mind. And now I've just sold the belt on the wood elf that the gnome could have used. But it's just 1 armor point, which is like nothing. I'm gonna look up what these orc scalps are for. And there's another one of these emulated servers called Project 1999, which came out like I don't know, 6 years ago. Came out a while ago. I remember playing it when I lived in St. Louis. But their wiki is a lot better, so I'm gonna look it up on their wiki. All right, orc scalps. Are for orc scalp collecting, which is the quest in High Pass Hold. Ugh. High Pass Hold is like super far away. Comet, hello. Comet needs more pettings. Or it needs to go outside. Comet, do you want to go outside? Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna let Comet outside and be right back. Alright, I'm back. Comet is outside. Hopefully I will hear her scritching at the door. Dang. Okay, so High Pass. Am I reading that right? High Pass Hold. High Pass. I think High Pass is too far away. Too far away for me to get to it safely. Which sucks because I got 14 of these guys. It apparently gives you a ton of experience. But the belts are another thing, but the belts don't stack. So you kind of run out of space very quickly. Alright. So no, I might try and put the scalps in the bank. So this is a super dangerous city. You can't auto run or anything here, or else you'll fall off the side of the city. Right now, I think the dwarf. Oh man, the gnome is still slow. even after selling stuff. But she's got the heavier stuff, the armor on it. I fell off this thing once already on the dwarf, and he survived. I'm looking. Ooh, that was not smart. I almost ran them off the side of the bridge. Actually, the dwarf survived and literally had 4 health left. Alright. He's the fletching merchant, but he doesn't sell the thing to make arrows. This guy does. Alright, I hear Comet, and I think she almost opened the door, so I'm gonna go get her back. Alright. I fell off like in the last session, not in this one. Yeah, you do need 2 monitors. Pretty sad that you don't. I don't get this. There's a skeleton. He like the animation's all screwed up, but he's just kind of like walking around. I don't know if there's some lore to that, or it's yeah, it's just weird. I'm looking for sewing kits, even though like I'm probably not gonna find one. Be very careful about, especially these ramps. Miss Farmer, what are you going on about? Oh. Well, here's a forge. And you would think there'd be like a blacksmith around here, because there's a forge, but no. Oh great. So this is why you gotta be careful around here. The elf got stuck behind that tree, and if I'd gone... if I'd ran off somewhere, it would not have been a good time for that, for the elf. Alright, I gotta line these guys up and head over here. Or, no, this is the wrong way. Jeweler's kit? And the reason I'm looking for sewing kits is that they're cheaper and easier to find. Easier to find, even though it's taking me forever to find them. Easier to find than backpacks, and they hold the same amount of stuff, but the capacity of them is giant. So things like two-handed weapons fit in them. And I've got a bank that I'm probably going to give up on the sewing kits to find. Dayblaze. Oh, there's the bank. Oh, snap. found a cheap armor upgrade. Yeah, we got some leather arms. Looking good. Oh. Let's get one of these. What is in here? Just a bed. Right, the bank is right there. But I'm gonna check these two last platforms. I think the Druid Guild is the one at the bottom. Alright. This last guy might be promising. You better stay on that path, little dwarf. Or little gnome. You're so slow! Alright, there's nothing up here. This game, like, even when it was... Who? Hey, there's another person. Participants. Oh, I can only see the people that are logged in and chatting. I can't see the people that are viewing. So right now I see 3 people are viewing. I assume it's Travis, Chris, and Christian? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna check. Nah, there's nothing in this guy. So I lost my train of thought, but in this game, like even when it was like live and popular and stuff, there were like a bunch of just empty spaces. Like over there was one of them, whereas like maybe they could have added stuff, or it kind of looked like they were gonna add stuff. And so it kind of added an extra level of intrigue to things, but then they kept adding expansion and stuff, and never came back to all these like empty rooms and things. So it just kind of, oh snap! Megatron fell off the platform, so she died. I think the stream is seeing it right now. oh jeez. And she's slow. So I'm gonna take the gnome to the bank. And this is the plane of knowledge here. The graphics have significantly improved. Polygon count is some metaphor for being very large. Let's see where the bank is. Good vibes. Oh, I don't think these things were here before. Yeah, they definitely weren't. Hey, I think those are the same lizards that I saw before. One's got a robe now. Oh, jeez, the gnome is so slow. I need to get to the bank, offload some of these weapons. Uh-oh, the bit rate must have dropped. So Christian, do you know Travis, or is Travis just trying to claim that he's responsible for you? Oh jeez. Need a... Actually, how much do these things weigh? You get rid of these axes. The axes are just super heavy. These swords, those are gonna be heavy. And unfortunately, oh, so much faster. Look at that. I like this name. Bungle Binkderple. Whoa! He was in the band. Oh my god! I just noticed the. So when you die in this thing, once you run out of hit points, it gives you like, I don't know, like 20 more or something, or maybe some percentage. But if you don't die right away, it says pain and suffering punches you for 32,000 points of damage. So basically just finishes you off. But it's like a. I don't know, kind of like a. I don't want to say spooky, but like a way that's like still kind of in character, but it's just kind of a game mechanic to make sure you die and don't just lay there forever. Is Gwent the card game that was in Witcher 3? Oh, this guy's standing next to the here's the sewing kits. Unfortunately, I can only buy one on the gnome. Oh. It looks so silly when it jumps. Whoop! The gnome jump, like the legs splay outwards. That's so funny. Now we walk by Mr. Indifferent Skeleton, just cruising. Yeah, he's got his own thing going on. I don't understand it, but wrong way. The gnome jump is so hilarious. Bwap! Alright. I'm gonna follow this guy again. Actually, I gotta memorize some spells. No, that's not what I want. I want the higher level one. Memorizing spells in this thing is just so tedious. Like, for some reason, they had to make it part of the ice skating selection. For some reason, they had to put in the game that memorizing spells would take longer. I think. Oh, I got a fun one for you. I'm going to show you this spell in a minute here. But they had to make it take longer than memorizing them, which is like seems to me like an arbitrary time sink. But I think what it really was, like, they didn't want people changing spells and stuff halfway through a battle, so they made it take longer, which is clever, I guess. What am I missing? Oh, the strength. Alright, so this spell, minor illusion. If I go next to this table, I'm gonna cast it. Bam! Table. We got a nice table here. Oh yeah. So it just takes the closest Closest guy. The closest object and turns you into it. I think this change command... Yeah, it just... Wow, I got 29 platinum already. Ballin'. Alright, I'm gonna hold this guy here. Whoa. Okay, so... That's weird. On the gnome screen that casts this spell, she's a table. But on the other two screens, she's a jewelry cabinet. Which is really, really funny. Yeah, look at this. Freaking jewelry cabinet. Where's that even? Where is that? Like, there's not even, I don't even, it's not in this building. Was there one in the bank? Oh yeah, so in the bank there's jewelry cabinet. So instead of them changing the skin of this to be a separate thing for a bank, you can see that the edge just doesn't quite line up there. It's just its own panel that has the jewelry cabinet on it. Man, what they could get away with back then when trees were 8 polygons around. Alright, I'm taking the dwarf. Oh, dang it. I didn't even mean to take the dwarf. To get more sewing kits. Don't want to fall off. Get more sewing kits to put in the bank. Come on. Come on, let me be, yeah. Can't hold more than that. Get a bunch of sewing kits to put in the bank so that the bank can hold more stuff. And put all these weapons in there. I should really just find where the merchant that sells the sharpening stones are. Does that mean I'd have to either spend an hour looking on each of these platforms or actually look it up? And I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna get a deal. Yeah, sharpening the weapons reduces delay by like 1 or 2. I guess it goes through the air a little better. Alright. I played Neverwinter for like, I don't know, like a week, right when it came out. I couldn't really get into it. And I didn't have a lot of friends that played it either. Alright, I'm gonna put all this crap in here. Yeah. I think in live Everquest they made the belt stack. so you don't have to fill your entire inventory. With belts. Because one quest return is 4 belts and like 2 gold, I think. I should look up whether these orc heads are worth it. I wish I loved D&D. When I was in high school, I tried to play. I tried to play D&D with a few of my friends, and I would go like off script and try and do a bunch of stuff, and they didn't like that. Which from other people I've heard is like the entire point of it, like to like push the boundaries and stuff. But they didn't find my humor funny when it came to D&D. Probably because the game would have like taken like 10 hours if I was there. Alright, I'm gonna look at these orc heads. I don't think they would put them in this emulated server if they didn't mean to for people to collect them. What's Pathfinder? Is it like a online thing of D&D or what? Well, I'm looking up these orc heads, and it doesn't look like they're actually worth anything in this game, on this server. But they're magic, and they don't have a slot, but they have a bunch of classes and stuff, and races that can wear them. What was that foot? Severed orc foot. I'm going to look that up. See, yeah, like what you guys are talking about right now, or 10 seconds ago, when you hear this, is what I wanted to do. Like, be all fun about it, but my friends who coincidentally were the same friends that played Everquest with me, did not appreciate it. I don't think these orc feet are worth anything either. Jeez, I've been carrying all these orc parts around. I don't want to inspect it. Ah, jeez. Open the door. Alright. Well, at least the feet are worth something, but these orc heads, I've just been carrying these things around for no reason. Get out of here. Everyone's in the movie we saw today. Just like Ego, I am extraordinarily humble. Alright. Now it is this guy's turn. The whole thing. I want all the bread cakes. This guy's turn to go get sewing kits. Do. I think the gnome has died the most out of all three of these. Yeah. even though I'm 3-boxing, I'll keep playing the other two characters while I'm running back with the third. So the enchanter is about, I don't know, 5 or 6 kills behind the other two. Oh man, I want to see the new King Arthur. Because I'm just like a sucker for any medieval type movie or thing. So I hope it's good enough for me not to notice that it's bad. Like I usually don't have like a high standard for movies, but like if something in it distracts me enough to where it's like, oh well, yeah, that's bad what they did right there, it just kind of like ruins the movie for me. Did it get good reviews? I tried to look at Rotten Tomatoes before they had the user reviews open, and it looked like it got kind of trashed by some of the reviews there. But I almost never listen to the reviews anyway. Man, so much clicking. I think they even added like a auto bank button or something to the UI later on, because this is just so tedious. All right, what else? Got a bunch of stuff in the bank. I'm gonna give the wood elf all the gnomes junk. Yeah, everything I heard, people were saying that Suicide Squad was awful, but I don't know. I never saw Suicide Squad. It had like all this hype, and then there's like all this complaining about how the Joker looked, which I'm like, the Jokers look different in every iteration. It'll be fine. What's the Enchantress? Alright, the gnome is still slow. And just fell up. Like, what the heck was that? Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the whole I don't know how the gnome fell off. How Megatron fell off. Maybe I did it. Maybe I thought I was clicking the elf. I was looking at the wrong screen and just fell off. I think on this server you don't lose experience to like level 10. So I'm not too and for some reason the elf wasn't even part of the party. That's why the elf didn't follow. That means I gotta memorize all these spells again. And I went to the wrong zone. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing the following thing. And I didn't even put the elf's belts and stuff in the bank. I'm gonna stop following when on Kelethin because it's just too dangerous, or at least too dangerous for the elf, or too dangerous for Megatron because she's died twice already and doesn't have enough hit points to survive the fall. The dwarf, like, I think the difference in hit points, 93 on the gnome and 179 on the dwarf. To be fair, the gnome is a spellcaster, enchanter, and and the dwarf is not only is sturdier than the gnome to begin with, is a paladin and has a ton of stamina points in there. So he survived the fall. I think it was like a even the fall that. Even the dwarf wouldn't have survived that fall because she was 2 layers up in this thing. But like I said in the first stream, the Echo the Dolphin. That game was so weird. Like I didn't understand what the heck was like the point of it. And like the game, I'm gonna attack this. Oh crap! That was a stupid idea. Attack this orc in the middle of nowhere with the gnome. I never understood it. And you were a dolphin, and like you had to jump over the like I only got to like the first 2 levels, but you had to jump over the barrier and the ate fish, and you could swim to the bottom, and like you had that scary thing where it's like an underwater level of the game. I feel like it's. Yeah, we had the Sega Dreamcast version of it. Actually, it's probably in the other room right now. But we played it like a good amount, but never like actually got to the like meat of the game. It's one of those games where like I feel like I just need to read the Wikipedia page for it. Yeah, I just need to read the Wikipedia page for it to figure out what the heck it's actually about, like what you're supposed to do. And like, I probably won't go back and Git didn't exist back then. Yeah, I probably won't play it, but it's one of those like unresolved things from my childhood. Alright, we're memorizing spells. Ondorf, on the gnome. Yeah, it's like a very colorful, very nice sprites and stuff. I don't even know if it was sprite based, but yeah, it's a very good looking game. And it was fun to play even if you were just dicking around eating fish and stuff. Alright. Stop attacking. Attacking in this game is dangerous. It can be especially dangerous for me. 3-boxing? Yeah, like, it's such a crazy game. The aliens and stuff. I'm reading your thing in chat. It's such a crazy game. And I was like, and if you just played what I played in it, you'd have no idea. It's just super weird. All right, I'm gonna set up camp here again. Give some bufferonis to Mr. Dwarf. Oh yeah, look at those spell effects. Got the effects turned way up. Couldn't do that back in the day. With my like GeForce like 4200 that was like the default video card in the Dell machine that I had. Assist, weaken them up, make them feeble. Target Kunzikan, heal them up. Super slow, half-second recharge weapon. Heal him up. I'm guessing like Echo is some sort of acronym, and he's like a secret government dolphin on secret missions and shit. Which is a crazy thing that actually exists. Government dolphins. They like seek out they use their echolocation to like seek out landmines and stuff, and apparently like look for like enemy subs, like in harbors and things. I want to say. Oh snap! Echolocation. You've solved the mystery. Yeah, search for underwater mines and detect enemy divers. But apparently, now they're being used to search for endangered porpoises, which I guess serves a purpose. Yeah, so dolphins, real smart. Yeah, the Echo the Dolphin was spelled ECCO. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. You gotta look up the Wikipedia page for military dolphin. It's got this awesome picture of this dolphin, like, waving at a soldier. It looks like he's got, like, a camera on his arm. It's a location finger, but oh my gosh, this freaking orc! He's gonna heal back to full health. So you played this game back in the day. Maybe I'm lying. It seems like. Yeah, I'm lying. It seems like whenever you level, you get like a flurry of skill ups. But then like even the skills that Steven! Even the skills that you need a ton of skill ups to max out, they like get a bunch of skill ups right when you level, but then just kind of don't do anything. All right, you're gonna see some tactics here. So you got this orc camp. You can see on the door screen. It's got four guys on it. I think I can take 3. But I'm gonna mez 1, or I'm gonna lull 1, which reduces the attack radius. Can I lull 2? Does that work? I guess. Alright. So we've lulled them, which reduces their aggro radius. We're gonna try and pick off. Yeah. Yeah, you can cast lull on multiple. So much for he won't. So much for he won't type in chat. Oh, he's typing all right. I really wish I would have gotten into Dark Age of Camelot when it was popular, because it looked like such like a technologically superior game than Everquest. But by the time I got into it, like a lot of these games, they had like a bunch of expansions, and there's just too much to catch up on, which I feel like is Zoe 101. Is that like a Disney show? oh yeah, WoW like definitely killed everything. Like, it's just like it's hard to explain to people now, especially like all the people that bash on WoW and stuff. But it was just so much better, and it like it's funny when WoW was in development, all the features and stuff that they showed off, like EverQuest copied a bunch of them. Like they showed off this little target ring underneath the characters. Yeah, they showed the target ring under the characters. EverQuest like literally like a month after they showed that in a demo, EverQuest came out with the little con ring. But it was just so much better. I think I read something about Camelot Unchained. There's also like another successor to EverQuest coming out, but like they kind of EverQuest has a bad history of like successors. Like EverQuest 2 was like came out at the same time as World of Warcraft, and it had like more realistic graphics and everything, but like it took a really strong computer to play it to get those graphics, and the gameplay was just kind of weird. Oh yeah, so WoW kind of like floundered for a while. I think the Pandaria through Warlords, like I just wasn't impressed with the content in them. But this one, I think they've gone back to a little bit how more like Frozen Throne felt, but with modern features, and it wasn't like you're trying to echo music in the bathroom or in the background. It wasn't trying to make it like a solo fest like Warlords of Draenor was. Like, you kind of just stayed in your castle the entire time. And they've like fine-tuned the grouping experiences. Like they've got like different tiers of dungeons and stuff in a way that makes sense. Yeah, and the artifact weapons are really cool. It's kind of like a centerpiece for your character. All right, we're gonna take these last two dwarves that were standing around. The Elric. Ah, are you a Star Wars fan? Because I tried playing that game, but I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan, so it just didn't do anything for me. I think like immediately after this game, this stream, I'm gonna check out what Echo actually was, and check out the music. Yeah. Oh man, like I've got like 10 different topics in my head, but yeah, when WoW came out, like it took everything that was good about like every MMO that came before it, and like put just like an extra level of polish on it. It was just like, I don't know. Vanilla WoW is just like, it might be the nostalgia talking, but yeah, Vanilla WoW is just the greatest. Yeah, I think that's a good analogy. Modern Warfare with FPS games, like, it just fine-tuned everything, put it all in one game, hugely successful. And another thing that So I convinced all my friends that played Everquest and Dark Age of Camelot to play World of Warcraft instead of Everquest 2. Because you had the people that were fans of the Warcraft games, and then you had the people that were fans of EverQuest, but were looking for something different. And then you had like there's one more group of people you had. So you had like 3 different like fan bases to draw population from. And I played both betas for the games, and World of Warcraft is just so much better. Like, no comparison. And I think I think it really showed when like EverQuest completely revamped their combat system. Like they tried to do so much that nobody was doing at the time, like combos and like other people's abilities feeding off of other characters in your group, and like if you had like a more diverse group members, like you get certain bonuses and stuff. But it was too complicated for like unless you had like a million people playing. Like a game community just couldn't support that kind of system. And so I think like 3 years or something after EverQuest 2 came out, they completely changed the gameplay. Like in a way, another comparison I think is like Microsoft and Apple. Like Apple doesn't like invent stuff really. Well, they invent things, but they're never the first people to do something. I'm gonna lull some of these orcs. But they make everything else that other people do and take the best things that other people do and make them so much better that, like, for instance, their keypad. Everyone has keypads. Their or mouse keypad things on laptops. Everyone has those, and Apple didn't invent them. But there's like still, it's been what, like 20 years, or something. Their trackpads, that's the word I'm thinking about. Their trackpads are still just so much better than any PC manufacturer can put out. Like, you'd think that they'd learn at some point. I'm gonna grab that second one from the camp I just came up to. Yeah, Travis, like, you can get a monitor for like $80. What are you doing? Wow! I got stunned in this game. When you get stunned, if you're moving in any sort, if your camera's moving in any sort of direction, it continues to move like that. I think it just showed up on the screen, so like the 360. Paragon. Paragon's like that. Like teams of a bunch of different characters. Overwatch type clone, right? Or is it more of a MOBA? I don't think Travis has a PlayStation 4 for Paragon. That's the only system it's on, right? Okay, yeah. It's more MOBA-like than Overwatch, which is basically like, I don't know. Overwatch seems like a Team Fortress clone, except Paladins and Overwatch. Paladins, like, I don't care who you are, what you say. Paladins is just a plain ripoff of Overwatch. Like, there's no reasoning that can convince me otherwise. Okay, Paragon's on PC. Is it better? I haven't played either. An apple. Okay, see, I didn't even know Paladins had customization. Okay. Is polearm a separate skill in this? I can't remember. I think it's still two-hand slashing. I think World of Warcraft's the one that did it as two separate. Well, Travis, how have you customized your pineapple experience? Yeah, these orc pawns cause me more trouble than the things that give me actual experience. I don't even think other guys respawn from this. Alright, we're gonna do another split pull of these guys. Let's dust off Megatron here. Give these guys a lull. Alright. Sit her down. Grab these two. Other guy? Oh. Man, the delay. I don't even remember what I was referencing with that. We're getting close to leveling here. Yeah, that's right. Pretty sure in the live version of the game an oracle spawns in one of these tents. Did I only grab one of them? Jeez. This lull spell really reduces their aggro range by a lot. I'm gonna hit him with some fire. Yeah. Yeah, this guy had his back turned. Had no idea what was going on. Ooh, I hit him good. I'm pretty convinced that they've got the hit points. The hit points on these orcs lowered. Cause I killed some bats and stuff on the way to this area, Orc Hill, and those guys were no joke. Then I get to these orcs, I kill them like 3 hits. We got Wolverine over here. Kicking my butt. Can't hit him. It's wily. Seriously, these pawns? It's like they do more damage. They do more damage and they survive longer than the Centurions. Alright, we got 2. Go pick these guys up. You look like a gargoyle. technically they're all the same model, so they all look like gargoyles. But let's not split hairs. He's healing back up. Oh, so slow. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. He's back for more. Get him. Heal buff. I'm thinking maybe the delay on Twitch is less because it seems like they get more interaction. There's more like audience interaction on those channels. But try Twitch. Of course, it's gonna be like a minute before I get a response. I think this streaming software that I'm using supports Twitch. I mean, I think it's all like the same protocol and stuff, so it's not like it wouldn't support it. Alright, we got this camp split. So the camp split means that we pulled them and gotten back to pulling them again before half of them respawn. Ding! That is the quintessential leveling up sound. Well, something just popped back into my head. If Christopher's still here, there's a game coming out by the same makers of EverQuest. I think I might have mentioned it before, earlier, and it was when I made the remark that like spiritual successors and otherwise of EverQuest haven't done that great, because there was Vanguard, which was I think Brad McQuaid is his name. He was one of I think the designers or something of the original EverQuest. He went off and did that, and it was originally a Microsoft project. Microsoft was bankrolling the whole thing, but then like at the last minute, Sony came in and bought it from Microsoft, and Sony's like the great destroyer of MMOs. Like none of the MMOs they've come out with have lasted, and it's usually because of some thing that Sony did directly to cause their downfall. And so it was like so much potential for this game before it came Christian. Yeah. I was thinking of a long CH name. I think I said Christopher. And then Sony also had like a Matrix Online MMO that didn't do great. They had the original Star Wars MMO. Oh, Christian's still here. The original Star Wars MMO, and let's see, that EverQuest 2, which they didn't do a great job in. They bought the original EverQuest from Variant, and then like screwed the pooch on that. So yeah, like not a good track record for Sony MMOs. So it was a real shocker when Vanguard got bought out at the last minute from them. Star Wars Galaxies, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I've heard such like amazing stories from Star Wars Galaxies. Is like, I feel like it had the same kind of community behind it that like EverQuest did. Like people were just so into it, and they had like actual like physical cities and stuff that players could build, which is like way ahead of its time. Yeah, like, and you could play Star Wars Galaxies like in multiple ways. Like games that are coming out like last year, which is like 10 years after Galaxies, are just like starting to do that right. Like it was just so far ahead of its time. And like this is just like random tidbits I've heard from friends and things. Oh man, that's you missed out on something there, Travis. I think it would be like probably like a much harder undertaking, but I'm gonna look up if there's any Star Wars Galaxies emulated servers. SWG Emu. Come on, slice them. Hit them one more time. You're getting awfully close to this camp. Not sure if there's orcs there. Ah, oh, jeez. We leveled up. So this is what I was talking about. You get like a flurry of these level ups, right? Or skill ups, right after you. Right, my druid's kind of running low on mana here, so I think I'm. Oh. Never mind. I'm gonna try and kill these guys. Oh yeah. Oh man, Eve, the stories and like battles and craziness that I hear about the game. But I tried to play it once about 5 years ago, and like just an incredible learning curve, like just amazingly steep. So okay, there's a Star Wars Galaxy emulator. It has 2 servers. I think one's a test server, but one of them has 1,100 people on it right now, which is pretty impressive for an emulator. Yes, it's got a server capacity of 3,000, max pop 1,200, and there's 1,100 playing right now. So it looks like it's pretty active. When I was looking at the search results for it, it looked like it was only announced in the fall, I think. Yeah, they've got 8 developers working on it, I think, if this is the same one. Huh. Echo the Dolphin. Still going strong. 2 orcs here. Centurion keeps spawning with 2 orc pawns, and I don't think it was like that when I first got to this camp earlier today. Emulated servers, it's amazing how many of them there are and how they get by basically hosting another company's game, like almost in its full form, but not the current product that they're offering. And supposedly they get by this because they don't actually distribute the client. So if you wanted to shut this emulator down or something, you'd have to go after the individual people that are playing it. I guess. It's my theory anyway. Alright, my door's starting to get a little slow. Let's see, I'm trouble. Now we got this weak Centurion over here. I think, yeah, the elf has dinged. I don't know if the gnome has, because I've only got sound on one of these screens. When I tried to cast that spell, it fizzled. Fizzles are the bane of a caster's existence. They take like the full mana cost or a significant amount of mana, and you fail to cast the spell. Alright, we're level 7 here. Everyone is level 7. We're all caught up. Comet is now letting out deep sighs because it is past her bedtime. And really past my bedtime too. Which, speaking of, I think I'm about ready to call it quits here. For scalps. We we got strength. So that's as fast as we're gonna run. I keep doing this. I think I'm running back towards the base, but I'm actually just running in the middle of nowhere. So I think the stream's gonna end pretty soon. I'm just gonna sell this stuff, and then call it quits. Been streaming for 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. And this time I'm going to learn my lesson and not try and do the follow thing. I'm just going to control these guys individually. Get up here. Got a bunch of bags full of loot. See if any of these things are upgrades. The gnome needs a necklace. Alright. No! I accidentally pressed the elevator button, of all places. Alright. The gnome needs a belt and a necklace. No, not the elf. The gnome belt and necklace. So she has a hat. Everyone's got hats. Everyone's got veils. Yeah, I think everyone's good. Other than that. Put that on. So everything else I need. I don't think you can sharpen maces, but they're still rusty. So. And can't do anything with the orc hatchets. Can you do anything with the orc hatchets? You got a bunch more belts. That's good. We're doing pretty good. We got a pretty good rhythm going there with those orcs. Splitting the camp and such. Alright. So, get back on the platform. And we're gonna end today's stream at the bottom of the elevator, so I don't want to have to deal with going back down later. Boop-a-doo. Oh no. For some reason, every time I come back on the elf, I press the elevator thing. Anyway. Can you move the screen without moving the character? I don't think you can. But thank you for tuning in. We had a peak of 5 comments, five messages per minute. Peak of 4 viewers halfway through the stream. So pretty good for the second day. Please subscribe. And click the little bell icon thing wherever that is. And now, I'm gonna watch some videos on Echo the Dolphin because I need to learn me some echolocation.